Welcome back. North Central College is currently in an era of tremendous athletic success. In addition to the strong football program discussed earlier, other sports around campus have competed for national championships and at NCAA tournaments. But beginning next year, NCC will be developing the rarest athletic program in the country. The Homestretch's Justin Cornwell has the story.
The women's triathlon event in the 2012 London Olympics had nearly everything you could want. Intense swimming, treacherous riding, and the closest Olympic finish in the event's history. The only thing missing for fans watching in the US was an American on the medal stand. Now, USA Triathlon is looking to strengthen their Olympic pipeline by awarding $2.6 million in grants to 8 colleges and universities to start, grow, and maintain women's triathlon as a varsity sport. Of the 8 schools selected for these grants, only 2 were on the Division III level. One of these schools was Naperville's own North Central College.
We are now offering men's lacrosse, which again carries our roster around 40-45, and women's triathlon. And then all of a sudden people said, women's triathlon, what's that about? How did that come about? And there's a lot of conversation. We're the only CCIW school. We're only 2 Division III schools in the country, and we're way out in the front end of it.
Recently, the North Central College Athletic Department has expanded its catalog of available sports. In addition to the recent announcements of men's lacrosse and women's triathlon, they also introduced women's lacrosse in 2007 and men's volleyball, which begins later this winter.
You guys are set?
Men's lacrosse certainly makes sense on paper for North Central. The program will be able to immediately compete in the CCIW and follow the blueprint set by the women's lacrosse team. The state of Illinois has declared lacrosse an IHSA emerging sport on the verge of becoming fully sanctioned due to its popularity. Despite the uniqueness of the sport, North Central Athletic Director Jim Miller wanted to bring women's triathlon into the fold at the varsity level.
Our athletic history in the sports of track and field, cross country, and swimming, and the facilities that we have that are as good as anywhere you're going to find from a track and field standpoint and running standpoint, it seemed like a natural fit.
This isn't the first time Miller has broken the mold when selecting new programs. When the Cardinals ventured into women's lacrosse in 2007, they became the first Division III school in the state of Illinois to offer women's lacrosse as a varsity sport.
This does distinguish us and make us unique in the respect of Division III schools. People would look at our background and our facilities and the physical location, Naperville, everything, the community, and they say, triathlon makes sense at North Central College. It may not make sense at a rural school out in Kansas or Missouri, but here it absolutely does.
Miller went in search of someone who made sense for North Central. Someone with a local connection to attract the best female athletes to an intriguing new program, as well as the experience and knowledge of what it takes to become an elite triathlete.
Here she comes, Jennifer Garrison of Naperville, Illinois, breaking through that finish line tape. We're taking it with her.
Yeah, that'll do. Miller and North Central turned to a lifelong Naperville resident and professional triathlete Jenny Garrison to lead the program. Garrison has already proven her credentials by winning the 2015 Naperville Triathlon in early August, just one of several triathlons Garrison has won this summer alone.
So why I think triathlon fits North Central so well is obviously North Central is a big running school, the mecca here of running, and then you couple that with Naperville as a triathlon community, to me it makes so much sense.
The goals of the grants and the creation of triathlon as a collegiate sport are to allow the athletes to begin training and competing with the best triathletes in the country at an earlier age.
So what this does for triathlon is it makes, not necessarily for D3 schools, but scholarship money available for kids that want to compete in triathlon, and gives us a boost up probably in the Olympic level too for the United States, to have it as kids coming into college that want to compete in triathlon and not start at 22, but now they can start at 18 and do it.
With the face of the program established, the next step becomes recruiting for a sport that is essentially non-existent on the high school level.
I think I'm going to have kids that are coming here with a little bit more triathlon experience, and then I'm going to have the other half of kids coming here who probably did swim team and ran in high school, and I will have to mold them into a triathlete. But that being said, I think they're young, they're fit, it'll be easy to do. So it'll be teaching bike handling skills, understanding transitions, and getting our foot in the door in racing triathlon. I think that it'll all come in time.
One advantage that Garrison and the Cardinals possess is location. Naperville is a hotbed of running and swimming talent. Garrison's alma mater, Naperville North, are defending state cross-country champions, and several Naperville schools boast many individual and team state swim titles over the past decade. It's just a matter of convincing these talented athletes to embrace a new challenge.
Understanding who's out there and who would be interested in doing this program, and maybe who wanted something to change. You know, who'd been done swim teams maybe for 12 years and they just want something slightly different, or they've been running for 12 years and they want to try something different and compete in college, but just try a new sport.
Once the athletes and coaches are in place, the next speed bump for the athletic department is securing opponents and locations for this intricate form of competition.
You still run one race, and yet you only time it based on the collegians, if that makes sense. So you score it out based on the college teams that are there, but you don't have to run two separate meets. We don't have to host a meet ourselves.
Starting a new collegiate program is always going to have obstacles, roadblocks, and in the case of triathlon, literal potholes. But Coach Garrison is ready to lead the Cardinals into the unknown and possibly create the next great North Central College athletic dynasty.
Oh, I'm super excited. Oh my gosh, life-changing. I'm super excited to be here and be a part of the school. I've been in Naperville my whole life, so I feel like it's a perfect fit. I was born here, and I feel like this is my baby. This program, I can't wait to build it and be here forever and have it be successful. So to be a part of such an amazing school, an amazing running program with Alcarius, I think is an honor, and I can't wait to get going.
Reporting for the home stretch, I'm Justin Cornwell.